Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Nizhny Novgorod. This is the Basketball Champions League. It is the round of 16, Group K, and it's the clash between Nizhny Novgorod and SIG Strasbourg. Well, you can't see the smiles on some of the faces because of the masks, but believe me, they're there because Nizhny Novgorod have already booked their spot in the Basketball Champions League Final 8. It has been an amazing season for the club in Russia, and they have really caught fire in the round of 16 where they have just been flying. They take on a SIG Strasbourg team that's coming off the high of a win over AEK, which has given them a chance of advancing. And you also saw this week the Turk Telekom and AEK are going to be in action also. So all eyes right now on Group K, and really Nizhny Novgorod, you know, their fans, they've got the feel-good factor right now. They are loving it. They think their team has a chance to go all the way, which quite clearly they do, but they don't want to lose the momentum that they've been building in racking up 4 consecutive wins in this phase of the competition. Look at that, SIG Strasbourg down at the bottom at 1-3. AEK in second place currently at 2-3, and also Turk Telekom right above SIG because they beat SIG. But SIG, here's the thing, if they win tonight and AEK win, they keep their hopes alive of moving on. So it's because they would have the better head-to-head with AEK. Of course, SIG know that they're going to need probably to get that 3 wins to move on. So Brandon Jefferson, Leo Cavalier, AEK Udinot, DeAndre Lansdowne, Jason Chikambod, Jaromir Bohacik, Clement Frisch, Jean-Baptiste Mel, Ish Wainwright, Giannis Moran, and Bonzi Colson playing for SIG's Finnish coach Lassi Tuovi, who has just been terrific. He came to the club brought by Finland's national team coach Henrik Detman when he was the coach of Strasbourg. Lassi Tuovi assisted him. Then he assisted Vincent Collet when he reclaimed the helm, the reins, and now this season he is the head coach, and he's done a fantastic job. Casey Shepard, Artem Kormalov, Alexander Yankevich, Anton Ostapkovich, Alexander Chadov, Stepan Gontar, Luke Petrasik, Ivan Strepkov, Sergei Toropov, Timofey Gerasimov, all the way down playing for coach Zoran Lukic. And you know, in many cases, you know, you see a team like SIG will come into this and they'll have all the pressure on them and their opponents who have already booked their place in the Champions League Final 8. Well, the pressure's off, so that means they can play with a little bit more freedom. We saw it yesterday, in fact, when Tofaş, already eliminated, took on a Pinar Karšiaka team that really needed to win to come out and boost their chances, and all the pressure was on Pinar Karšiaka, and they lost decisively. So, but this SIG Strasbourg team looks like it's got the right mentality. They look pretty relaxed mentally. They know that, you know, they have the appearance of a team that feels like they control their own destiny, and even so, they know that they played great last week, and they just want to keep the momentum going. So Lassi Tuovi and SIG Strasbourg, they started the season with that remarkable win against VF Riga, and a game that the Bonzi Colson three-pointer, the offensive rebound, then the three-pointer at the buzzer gave them the victory, and they want to keep their hopes alive. So we shall see. Nizhny Novgorod, meanwhile, again, part of you thinks, you know, maybe what's going through the mind of some of these players is they're pinching themselves. Are we really this good? Are we really as good as our 4-0 record suggests? Are we really a team that could go on and win this competition? And I firmly believe that they are good enough to go on and win it. And the strength of this team, not only do they have an outstanding coach in Zoran Lukic, who absolutely lives and dies on every possession, and whether it's his own team's possession or the opponent's possession, but the strength of this team is the fact that they play as a team. And, you know, when they play as a team, they make the extra pass. They attack the boards. You know, they give themselves a chance every time out. And I think what's really special about this team is they brought back Varnsevich, the veteran, who has obviously been a spark for this team. But Casey Shepard is terrific. But again, the sum is greater than the whole of the parts for Nizhny Novgorod, in my opinion. They are a team that just comes out, and when they play together and they play focused, they can move mountains. And that's what we've been seeing so far in the Basketball Champions League this season. But they will take on a very competent, a very athletic, determined SIG Strasbourg team. And in my opinion, this is the best SIG Strasbourg team that we've seen ever in the Basketball Champions League. So we'll see if SIG can live up to their potential, at least by getting a couple more wins and making things interesting as they try to get to that Final 8 and join Nizhny Novgorod. Ike, obviously a hurdle that, well, they've partially cleared. They'd win the head-to-head against Ike, but again, they need other results to go their way. But exciting times. So you see Yevgeny Babarin back in the game tonight, back in the team rather, for Nizhny. He missed last time, and it's a team that has a lot of experience. Kormalov was terrific last time out. Gerasimov was terrific. There's a lot to like about this team from Nizhny Novgorod. So good luck to both of these teams as they complete their final warm-ups. And also, we do have limited attendance. COVID-19 has obviously been a real problem around the world, and we're all hoping to get back to as close to normal as possible, but at least we do have a limited attendance today. Oskar Lucic, Vladimir Jevtovic, and Wojciech Liška from Latvia, Serbia, and Poland are calling the shots today as the referees. So we've got a great refereeing crew, and we're just minutes away from the start of this game. So we'll also get a look at the starting fives for both of these teams. Yanis Moran, boy, if he plays as well as he did against Ike, that is going to be a huge, huge factor. And I'm positive that Zoran Lukic is aware of the Moran factor there, number 25. So he, along with Brandon Jefferson, Bohacic, Ish Wainwright, and Bonzi Colson in the starting five. And that is a talented starting five. No matter, you know, any way you slice it, I think there are a lot of coaches that would like to have that starting five. And Lassi Tuovi has been doing a terrific job managing his team, you know, calling the right timeouts. Don't forget they've had a couple of tough losses in the round of 16. But again, where there's hope, there is life. They do have hope, and that means they have life. And they, in that sense, all they can do is beat the opponent in front of them right now and hope that other results continue to go their way. So Ike will be certainly feeling the pressure, and they will want to get a win tonight against Turk Telekom. Artyom Kormalov, Ivan Strebkov, Anton Ostapkovich, Sergei Toropov, and Andrei Vorosevich, the longtime Russia international, in the starting five for Nizhny Novgorod. So again, what a treat. I can't wait for this one. I've been looking forward to this one all week. Well, Strasbourg coming off an 84-78 home win over JD Dijon in French Jeep Elite action on Saturday. Jaromir Bohacic and Brandon Jefferson each had 16 points in that game. Nizhny coming off a 96-86 win at Hennessy in VTB United League action on Sunday, with Casey Shepard pouring in 27 points. Also, Ivan Strebkov adding 18 points. And again, Nizhny won the first round of 16 game between these two teams, 73-68 back on March 10th. And the guy that really did the damage was Casey Shepard, who had 26 points, and the point guard also had 7 rebounds. So lots of interesting talking points. Nizhny currently riding a 5-game winning streak in the Basketball Champions League, which is their longest ever in the competition. And also, you might want to keep an eye on the number of points that they score, because if they score more than, if they score more than 80 points, they will string together for the their first 4-game stretch of 80 or more points since they joined the Basketball Champions League. So good times indeed for the team in white and black.
24.
Well, good afternoon, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Nizhny Novgorod and Strasbourg. We're in Russia, Nizhny Novgorod. And the team in white has already qualified for the Basketball Champions League Final 8, and SIG Strasbourg hoping to join them. And they need to get a win today and hope that also Ike win against Turk Telecom to keep their chances of moving on alive. Strebkov from the corner, no good. And tying up Strebkov was Yanis Moran. The possession arrow goes to the team in white. That is not good defense, as you can tell, leaving the man wide open in the corner. So SIG Strasbourg riding their luck a little bit. Stapkovich comes over, misses, and Ish Wainwright with the rebound. Hands it off to Jefferson, who's had some big games of late. Here's Brandon Jefferson. Now to Bonzi Colson, back outside to Ish Wainwright, the Uganda international. Yadomir Bahacik, the Czech, shaking and baking. Shot clock winding down. Little fadeaway from him, and he misses everything. So certainly not the best offense for SIG Strasbourg. And Lassie is like, I know we can do better than that. Marcevich dumps it down low. Bonzi Colson guarding a Stapkovich, who then hands it off to Toropov, who gets the first 2 points of the game. Not sure why they had the double team. Looked like he was well guarded, but they had the double, and it left the man wide open. Toropov. Colson puts it on the deck, and he's fouled by Varnsevich, and that would be a great development for SIG if somehow they could get Varnsevich to pick up some early fouls. So Ish Wainwright, I think, has been as good as advertised this season. Comes to the line and makes the first. Ranked second on the team in efficiency behind Bonzi Colson. And his 2 free throws tie the game up. Stapkovich outside. Now the switch with Yanis Moran on Stapkovich. Is he going to try to go at him? No, he's going to step back. He's going to put it up. And Brandon Jefferson rebounds the miss. Now quickly up ahead. Bahacik gets it back over on the wing to Jefferson, who's right in front of the SIG Strasbourg bench, and launches it and rattles it in. The 3-pointer is good. He's a gamer, folks. Jefferson, keep an eye on him. And I do get the sense that this SIG Strasbourg team feels loose tonight. They're not burdened too much by the pressure. The ball goes off the hands of Toropov and out of bounds. And again, even though the heavy lifting has been done by this Nizhny Novgorod team, nice bounce pass, in fact. Nice idea anyway. Nizhny don't want to lose the momentum that they've been building. They want to get a big win today and get a win as well at Ike and keep that momentum going. So plenty of incentive for them to come out and get the win. Bonzi Colson. Now Jefferson. Now his pass down low to Wainwright, and he was fouled by Strebkov. So they got the mismatch. And Ish Wainwright did a good job of getting position and forcing Strebkov to drape all over him and to pick up the foul. So that's 2 fouls now on Nizhny, nearly 3 minutes into the contest. New 14 now on the shot clock. I think that's going to be Nizhny basketball. Yes, it is. It's an over and back violation. Toropov goes down like a sack of wheat. He gets up now. He's played very well the last couple weeks. Toropov looks a little dazed after going down on the hardwood. And not sure what the delay is for, but now they're going to inbound the basketball. Start them off with a 14-second shot clock. Now Toropov puts it up, and it's good. Right on cue. Well, if he got hurt, it certainly wasn't evident on that jump shot. Good pass, Komalov. Komalov is the player that really has been firing it from long range for this Nizhny team. SIG will have to keep an eye on him. Bohacek. Now to Colson, right at the elbow. Savage hands it off to Strebkov. Strebkov dribbles over on the left, bounce pass down low to Toropov, and he lays it up and in right over Bohacek. So 2 consecutive baskets for Toropov. And now Toropov guilty of a hold. So he got the high screen, and then he rolled, and the help came along, and it was not a good matchup for SIG Strasbourg. Casey Shepard has checked into the game. He's guarding the inbounds pass now. Shepard has, well, certainly played himself into consideration for All-Star 5 honors for the season. Here's the strong move down low, but Moran misses. Statkovich, and a lot of dribbling, almost turned it over. They find Komalov wide open. Well, that's called turning a bad situation into a good situation. You almost have the turnover, and now Nizhny with a 4-point lead. Wainwright turned the pass into an alley-oop pass, but then missed. And fortunately for SIG, they're going to maintain possession. Udino comes into the game for SIG Strasbourg. Also, DeAndre Lansdowne has checked into the game. Jefferson gets to the baseline and turns it over. Nizhny on a nice little run right now, 7-0 run. And looking to continue that one. Casey Shepard over to the wing, and Stapkovich misses. Lansdowne rebounds the miss. And good anticipation from Komalov coming up and batting the ball out of bounds. Artem Komalov. That pass had a little bit of zip on it, but nevertheless, Komalov was able to anticipate. Ish Wainwright out to Lansdowne, pulls up and doesn't drop, but a good offensive rebound. And another foul called on Nizhny. That is team foul number 4. So Wainwright doing a great job on the boards. Oh, he banks in the 3, and a foul has been called as well. Ish Wainwright, the bank is open. These are banking hours, folks. And an off-the-ball foul on Vorncevic. That's number 2 on him. So SIG are going to keep possession. This could be a huge trip down the floor for SIG. And Ish Wainwright has certainly been involved in everything in this game. And Zoran Lukic, well, can't quite believe it. He's almost lost for words, and that never happens. So the foul was on Udinov with Vorncevic colliding with him. So Udinov goes to the line, and it's a potential 5-point trip down the floor. Udinov makes the first, so he ties it at 9. And makes the second free throw as well. So a 5-point trip down the floor for SIG Strasbourg. Gankevich in the game, hands it off, Komalov. Strasbourg, and now Casey Shepard, and goal interference. Casey Shepard was able to get it off the glass, and then Colson went up and batted it after it had hit the glass. So that is indeed goaltending or goal interference. Colson. Quiet start for him, but this is his first basket. Been averaging 18 points over the last several games. Vorncevic doesn't hesitate and gets the 3-pointer. So that takes it up to 14-12. Scoreboard on our graphic, folks, sorry, just a little bit slow. Still hasn't registered there. It registers a Colson shot. Now Colson, that's a long 2 if it goes. And it does. So he knots it up. Bonzi Colson starting to heat up. Casey Shepard pulls it back. Stapkovich. And, well, didn't quite know where he was throwing it. Then in the last second, got the ball to Gankevich. Got an easy layup. Oh, nice little back door, and Ish Wainwright. The double team came, and it left Wainwright wide open. Look at that, Nizhny already over the limit in fouls. Strasbourg have not even committed a foul yet. Going for the steal, a little late. Stapkovich left open, hits the jump shot. Lansdowne, bounce pass to Udinov, who had the 2 free throws. He's backing up. Gankevich goes for the reverse and gets the ball back. They swing it. Jefferson reins in the 3-pointer. The president steps up to the plate, and Strasbourg move back in front. Vorncevic, and that ball goes sailing through the hoop. Vorncevic all of a sudden catching fire for Nizhny. Now the long three, and Casey Shepard. A rare chance to run for Nizhny. Kormalov. Step and fouled by Lansdowne. Well, they know Kormalov. They've already seen tonight. They've been reminded about his prowess from three-point range. They do not want to let him shoot it, and especially with so many fouls to give. Jean-Baptiste Mail checks into the game. He was terrific against Ike. Really tough-nosed French defender. Has a tough assignment on Casey Shepard. The double team, and it leaves Gankevich open once again. So Nizhny moved back in front by 3. Cavalier hands it off to Colson. Udino to Mail. Fakes the pass. Back outside, Colson, pump fake. Now that'll be a 3. Yes, it is. And Colson ties it. Need your best players to step up in the big games, and that's what Colson's doing right now. Casey Shepard, alley-oop, great defense by Udino, but Casey Shepard gets it in the corner. He misses. Lots of dark jerseys under the basket, and SIG come up with a rebound. Jean-Baptiste Mail hands it off to Cavalier. Now Colson called for a foul. And didn't quite see it in that play, but a moving screen was the call. Bohacik, Czech international, comes back into the game. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter, and Chadov in the game. He's another good shooter. Stretch 4. And baseline jump shot off target by Petrasik, who's checked into the basketball game. Mail, bounce pass, and SIG will maintain possession with 6 on the shot clock. Lassi Tuovi really has been fantastic this season for Strasbourg. Nice spin, Udino, but then he loses it, and I think fortunately again for them, they're going to maintain possession, but only 2.7 seconds. Yeah, the ball did go off Petrasik right there at the end. They get it to Bohacik, and he hits the 3, or the 2 rather, and Strasbourg take the lead. Bohacik has been shooting only 40.8% inside the arc. He's actually been shooting better from three-point range, 41.5%. Vorncevic, remember he has the 2 fouls. Shepard inbounds the basketball to Andre Vorncevic and gets it back. And Casey Shepard brings it up. Hails from Houston, Texas. Casey Shepard drives in, and a reach and a foul called, so Shepard earns a trip to the line. I believe it's on Leo Cavalier. Played at University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Shepard makes the first. 26 years of age. And the second one is good as well, so he ties it at 24. Last second shot from Mail. Oh, it almost went in. Front and then back of the rim. Rims out. So it's been even Steven. 24 apiece. Nizhny Novgorod and SIG Strasbourg at the end of one. Well, those are the numbers, and 4 threes for Strasbourg, 2 for Nizhny, but twice as many shots inside the arc for Nizhny. Well, we got a good one, folks. We anticipated a good one. And you saw before the game there that Lassi Tuovi congratulated Zoran Lukic on already qualifying for the Basketball Champions League. With Zoran Lukic saying thank you very much. And now Nizhny have come out and, you know, I think playing with some confidence. Protopov continues to be an important factor for this team. I think SIG have done a good job of not allowing the pressure to get on top of them. They've come out and they look pretty good. 24 points in the first half, or excuse me, the first quarter. They'll take that. Bonzi Colson has played well thus far. Perhaps defensively, they need to tighten up. And you know, every time they go to double team the ball, especially in the low post, this Nizhny team has been able to find the open man. But certainly both teams shooting it well. Nizhny 66.67% inside the arc, 8 of 12. And SIG overall 8 of 17, including 4 of 7 from deep. Where you know, if you were looking for any type of difference between these two teams in the last game on March 10th, which Nizhny won in Strasbourg, it was the bench provided a lot of offense for Nizhny. Mail. Well, they're going to give it to him, and then he just flicked it up there. If he just laid it up instead of flicking it up, kind of tried to finger roll it up there, and he missed the shot. So that was the right play, just the finish was not there for Mail. One thing I always remember from my coach is telling me, lay it up there. Save the finger rolls for another day. Shepard. Goes off 1 foot, gets blocked, and now it's going to be Cavalier for an open breakaway layup. Much better for SIG. And a rare mistake, really, in that sense, from Casey Shepard. Shepard again. Remember, he had 26 in the first meeting. And then a push. And Oskar Lucic, the Latvian referee, makes the call. This is Cavalier getting ahead. And Gerasimov tried to chase him down, but couldn't get there. Now watch Kankevich. Oh, no, sorry. I thought we were going to see the foul. So 2 quick fouls here on SIG in the second quarter. Komolov looking for a little bit of space. He whips it down low to Gankevich. And Cavalier picks up the foul, so a three-point play opportunity. Nice pass by Komolov. This is the kind of player that as they play as a team, Gankevich is absolutely perfect. He does so many things. He's undersized, really, where he plays, yet he's so intelligent with his movement. And here he is getting the ball after his miss. They whip it outside to Vorncevich. Now he picks for Strebkov, gets it back, puts it up, and that's good. Andrei Vorncevich. Well, there's a 5-point trip down the floor for Nizhny. So SIG Strasbourg starting off shaky here in this second quarter. Mayo. And fortunately for them, the ball gets back to them. And again, and they continue to miss shots. Not sure, both Bohacic and Uno missing layups, but they still will keep possession. Bohacic fouled on the follow. This was Vorncevich making the long three-pointer. Mayo. And then Mayo turns it over again. Shepard on the break, lays it up and in. And the biggest lead of the game now for Nizhny, 5 points, forcing Lassi Tuovi to call timeout. Shepard just stepped into the passing lane in the paint. So 31-26. You can see Nizhny outscoring him 7-2 in the second quarter.
They had what? 7 assists on the first quarter. We cannot go so up. Vorncevich, we need to go hard show. Never blue, guards, never blue. Here, we cannot go so up because 2 times they now make a basket. We don't have a safety. Go fake or protect or lower. When Yannis goes in a few minutes, Ike, fake and low. Let them drive here. Now they track 2, pass, and 1. First half basket. No. Contain and throw. Last without the goal. Hey, last without the goal.
And for SIG, it's not good news in Turkey, where Turk Telekom are winning 29-20 over Ike. Not good news for Ike either, obviously. They've lost their last 2 games and in danger of slipping a 3rd time consecutive. Could have 3 2-3 teams after this. If Strasbourg were to win and Turk Telekom were to win, you'd have 3 2-3 teams. Now the pass. And the foul has been called. So Strasbourg will be at home on Wednesday next week, April 7th, against Turk Telekom. And Ike will be taking on Nizhny at home. Bohacic off the back of the iron. SIG have hit a bad patch here in the second quarter, the first few minutes. Now Shepard. And Stavkovic. And a 3-pointer. The biggest lead continues to grow. 8 points. Nizhny in front. And Bohacic steps out of bounds. after the catch. So yeah, in fact, he called it while his right foot was out of bounds. Well, Zoran Lukic telling a good joke over there, getting a nice chuckle from the referee. Now Strebkov, quick pass down low to Ostapkovich, and he scores with a layup over Bonzi Colson. And once again, Lassi Tuovi having to call a timeout. So things going horribly wrong for SIG in this second quarter, where they're being outscored 12-2, and they now trail by 10 points.
Wake up! You can have a foul. Buddy, don't give a layup. If they cut in front of you, hit the ball before shot. All right?
Well, basketball is a game of runs. Some coach was talking the other day that, you know, there's going to be 3 big runs in a basketball game, and you need to make sure that you win at least 2 of them. And right now, this is a run that is being won by Nizhny. Bonzi Colson steps inside the arc and coming right out of the timeout, able to get an open look. And now the turnover, Jefferson, 3-on-1 break, and Udino goes in for the flush. And now Zoran Lukic decides to call timeout. And again, an uncharacteristic turnover for Shepherd, whose assist to turnover ratio is pretty good. But today he's got a couple of turnovers. Shepherd has got today 2 assists. Well, it doesn't appear that they're keeping a track of his turnovers. I know I can count at least 2. Well, he's only credited with 1, but anyway. I know in the other break that this SIG Strasbourg team, they also had the turnover on that one as well. So, certainly much better from a SIG Strasbourg standpoint to come out and get a couple of quick baskets to cut it back to 36-30. Turk Telecom, meanwhile, leading 30-23 at home over Ike. Gankevich decides to keep it, drives in, and Yanis Moran has not been in the type of form that he was in last week yet. And here he is getting taken to the basket by a player not nearly as big. But again, it's what Gankevich is accustomed to doing, but you know, going up against those bigger players. And again, he misses a 3-point play opportunity. Yanis Moran, 27 years of age, 2.08 meters in height. And that was Ish Wainwright getting the 2 points quickly back. Gameday measures 1.97 meters, 6'6", so he's a good 4 inches shorter. Now the pass down low again, nice hesitation, and for the third time he will go to the line for an and one. Well, the pump fake, freezing. And if you're Lasu Tuovi, you've got to be upset with the defense. You got to be ready for the high screen and roll or pick and roll. Gameday does it as well as anybody. He's done it 3 times today. And this time he does cash in with the free throw. And I'm guessing that they'll be happy over there on that Strasbourg bench that he's going out because he has caused problems. Trasic in the game now. Ish Wainwright. Good catch by Bonzi Colson. Todopov, in fact, has come back in now. Casey Shepard has it knocked out of his hands. Oh, and the alley-oop pass. Well, Stabkovic did a great job of getting it and seeing Petrasic fly in. He got him the basketball. And Petrasic now picks up the personal. That's why you run the floor hard. You're going to get some looks, easy ones. The lead is 11, and Stabkovic doing a good job there. He's got 7 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Jefferson bounce pass down low to Udino and gets it to drop. Short little jump hook. Coming up on the 4.5-minute mark. SIG Strasbourg trying to keep this thing close by halftime. Right now, all the momentum is with this Nizhny team. Bounce pass again, Todopov. And they are not containing. You know, we talk about, again, well, that wasn't even a double team, but Udino kind of laid off his man, who was Todopov, and he took advantage. And it's about the only good thing for SIG Strasbourg right now is that Nizhny are not making all their free throws. Three of 6 at the line as a team. And Todopov makes the second. And takes it back to a 10-point lead. And Udino pushes off on Todopov. Offensive foul. He's got to know better than that. Cavalier has on so many occasions answered the call, answered the bell for this SIG Strasbourg team, and they need him to come out and make some plays right now. Shepard, meanwhile, throws it up, and the elevation is there from Petrasic for the second time in this quarter. SIG just lost on defense in this game, not able to cope at all with this Nizhny team. Their passing game already with 46 points. Jefferson drives right down the lane and scores. But they better start getting some stops. They better start figuring some things out on defense. Todopov guarded by Colson. Backs up and very comfortably just puts up a little jump hook. And Wainwright gets it right back. And Wainwright trying to fire up his teammates. Strebkov looks for space. Cavalier on him. Petrasic, he can shoot it, and he does! 13 points, the lead for Nizhny. And the pass by Ish Wainwright, batted away. And then the foul called on Wainwright. What a great second quarter it's been for Nizhny. Almost doubling the output of Strasbourg, outscoring them now 28-14 in this second quarter, and they've got a 14-point lead. And now the lead is ballooned to 15 with 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Potentially devastating quarter for Strasbourg. Lansdowne has really been quiet. Now Jefferson. I mean, Lansdowne, I don't think has scored today. No, he has not. He's only taken one shot.
Nizhny Novgorod, защита, защита!
Jefferson tripped up by Toropov. So that'll be the second foul on Toropov. Strepkov, meanwhile, has 3 fouls for Nizhny, and also they are over the limit. So very important free throws coming for this Strasbourg team as they try to reel Nizhny back in. Strasbourg have not missed at the line so far today. And Jefferson sinks both. Always an important stat, those free throw numbers. And Shepard, what was Toropov doing there? The pass was made to Toropov, and he just batted it out of bounds. Watch this. Okay, I guess he was trying to catch it. He was getting ready to set the high screen, and then the pass came. Lansdowne, entry pass, Cavalier, he hands it off to Colson, and he is fouled by Petrasic. So 2 more free throws. Might have called it on Toropov. In fact, if they call it on Petrasic, so it was on Petrasic. Oh, Colson misses the first free throw of the game for SIG. So 2 fouls on Petrasic. And Bonzi Colson gets the second to drop. Artyom Komalov is going to come back into the game here, presumably for the final 130 or whenever he gets in. Petrasic hands it off to Stapkovich, who's caused a lot of problems. Petrasic turns, puts it up, and earns a trip to the line. Petrasic, who has an Ivy League education, played at Columbia. Trying to use all those smarts. Latvian referee Lucius talking to Komalov, presumably about don't come into the game too quickly till he waves him in. Petrasic takes his time, makes the first. The 25-year-old. Makes both. Petrasic, grandfather played for the Knicks back in the day, 1949 to 1954. Connie Simmons. Oh, beautiful bounce pass, and Cavalier lays it up and in. Now Nizhny. Petrasic causing all sorts of problems. Toropov. This Wainwright on Petrasic. Petrasic goes to the left corner. Toropov gets it to him. Now he drifts in. And I think they've called a travel. So indeed, they call Petrasic for traveling. Final minute. Strasbourg trying to stabilize things here. Been an awful second quarter for them. Jefferson out to Cavalier. And he runs in and kind of helter-skelter fashion and able to get it to drop to get it back to a 10-point deficit for Strasbourg. Komalov dribbling in front of his coach. I think he likes to catch it and shoot it better. Oh, this time able to stop his progress and go back and score with the layup. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Jefferson, a long two if it goes. It's short. Strepkov's heave and bounces off the shot clock. So certainly a great second quarter for Nizhny. They outscore them by 12 points. They lead 57-45 over SIG Strasbourg. Nizhny, 5 threes, 77%. That is ridiculous. That says, you know, if I'm Tuovi, the Strasbourg coach, I'm like, how are we allowing them to shoot 77%? 17 assists for Nizhny. We talk about them making the extra pass. Also, the double team comes. Very clever, very smart team, Nizhny. Gankevich with 11 points. Toropov and Petrasic each with 9. Wainwright has 11 for Strasbourg. Colson and Jefferson each with 10. Well, here's a look back at some of the action in the first half, and things started well enough for SIG Strasbourg. But this Nizhny team, they just get good shots on offense over and over again. Now, part of that has to do with Strasbourg's approach on defense, obviously, but nevertheless, give credit where it's due. They're finding the open man. They're making the extra pass. When the double team comes, somebody's open. And it happens time and time again. And, you know, get mismatches. Take advantage of the mismatches. Strasbourg, I mean, they've got the capacity to come back. There's no doubt about it. But it is already a small mountain to climb, shall we say, a big hill for SIG Strasbourg, because they want to win this game and hope that Ike wins. That's gonna, for them, that would boost their chances. If Turk Telecom win against Ike and SIG were to win, then you would have 3 teams with 2-3 records. Barncevic was a factor early on, but he got some fouls. Shepard, wouldn't say he's been at his best tonight, but he has certainly made some plays. 6 points, 5 assists for Shepard, a couple of turnovers. That was one of them. And this has been the guy that has really caused problems, Gankevich, and also Petrasic. So Nizhny Novgorod have already booked their place in the Basketball Champions League Final 8. So here's Ish Wainwright leading the way in scoring tonight for SIG, getting a look at some of his shots. $11 points on 3 of 4 shooting inside the arc, 1 of 2 from deep. Turk Telecom, meanwhile, leading Ike at halftime by 3 points. And here's a look at Gankevich, who is leading the way in scoring for Nizhny Novgorod with 11 points. So have a look at these, and then have a look at some of the top plays from the round of 16, and we'll be right back before the start of the second half.
Sacco, oh, beautiful pass to Rabaseda, who comes in and flushes it from the baseline.
Thompson for 2. Pretty move down the lane.
And what a move, attacking the basket. Steven Hall, acrobatic concentration and perfection.
There's Quealy again, he goes up and gets the dunk. Now Ish Wainwright into the corner to Bohacik. Bonzi Colson, same spot. Not the same result, but that is another putback jam for Yanis Moran.
Rugby in the corner. Inside, Singfielder. Great wraparound pass. Fila is good for 3.
Carmichael goes baseline. Jackie Carmichael! Are you serious? Well, he went in with a reverse dunk and he ripped the ring down.
Him just to lose by, oh! It's a real juice for Kubale. down the lane. Everybody went up with him.
Right now, Ronnie Carmichael goes baseline. Jackie Carmichael does it one more time. That is just unbelievable. This guy is playing for an MVP.
Fila, Chase Fila with the throwdown. Biggest play of the night.
Ваши аплодисменты Брасбургер с нами, красавцы! Ой, здорово, здорово, здорово! Ну что, друзья, очень скоро начнется вторая половина. Сейчас мы восстанавливаем силы, копим энергию, чтобы поддерживать любимый клуб.
Nizhny Wainwright leading Strasbourg in scoring with 11 points, but they trail 57-45 to Nizhny Novgorod here at halftime. Wainwright 4-6 from the floor. Bonzi Colson has 10 points. Brandon Jefferson 10. Nothing so far from DeAndre Lansdowne, just taking just one shot. And really their best player last week in the win over Ike. Giannis Moran has been a non-factor, 0 for 1, and just 1 rebound. Very disappointing from him. Alexander Gankevich with 11 points, 5 of 5 from the floor for Nizhny Novgorod. All layups. 1 of 3 at the line. 9 points also for Luke Petrasic, and 9 for Sergei Toropov. Nizhny getting some good looks, and it's reflected with their assist. 4 for Strepkov, 5 for Ostapkovich, and 5 for Casey Shepard. Remember, this team has already clinched its spot in the Final 8 of the Basketball Champions League. They were a perfect 4-0 in the round of 16. And really has been a fine first half for that man, Anton Ostapkovich. Again, 7 points, 5 assists, and a couple of rebounds. Varnasevich as well with 8 points, 3 rebounds. Remember, Ivan Strepkov does have 3 fouls for Nizhny. There's Giannis Moran, who has been, again, a non-factor so far. Artyom Komalov, the hero of Nizhny's last win over Ike. Remember, Ike lost twice last week. Had to make up a game. Komalov has 5 points and a couple of assists. So, second half action underway. 12-point lead for Nizhny here at home in front of a limited attendance, which has been allowed. Varnasevich gets it before it goes out of bounds, makes the bounce pass, and then a reach and a foul called on Jefferson. Sure why Jefferson was out of position there, unless he was trying to release and get ahead on a potential break. And Strepkov makes the first free throw. So they have led by as many as 15 points in the game, Nizhny. And for Lassi Tuovi, it's no better time than the present to try to turn things around. But it's got to happen at the defensive end more than anything. Bonzi Colson. His pass batted, gets it back. Jefferson open on the right and hits the 3. But again, this is where Nizhny really caused problems for opponents. Well, this time he turns it over. Strepkov almost reached in and got his 4th foul. Jefferson gets the clean breakaway. So a little surprise defense with Ish Wainwright stepping in. And Jefferson, I don't know if Strepkov thought they were going to call a foul on Wainwright, but nice little surprise tactic by Ish Wainwright. Toropov has it. The lead has been whittled down to 9 points. Komalov. Will Komalov come alive? Yes, he will. He scores again for the second time, a reverse layup. He's not just a spot-up shooter, as he has shown today. Bohacic, well, turns it over as he gets into the paint. Now Strepkov, he gets the chance to go in and scores high off the glass. just like that, the lead goes back to 13 points. Bohacik. Moran thought about it, hands it off to Jefferson. Shot clock winding down. Is he going to get it off in time? He does. Or does he? So just inconsistent play, really, from SIG. We start to see a little bit, and then they self-destruct. The pass goes off of Bohacik, I believe. No, they're going to give it to Strasbourg. So in that previous possession, they did say that Jefferson did not get his shot off in time, so the shot clock violation. But this time they get it to Yanis Moran, and maybe that will be a sign of things to come for Strasbourg on the offensive end. Bohacik steps in front. Now Toropov to a wide open Ostapkovich. Now he's guarded by Wainwright. And Wainwright, he was able to force the turnover from Strebkov, but here perhaps he would like to have this back. Toropov, his pass, good hands, I think, by Colson. Forced the turnover. And now Wainwright out to Jefferson, open three, it's good. This one from the wing. And it's back to an 8-point deficit. Strebkov takes it up high. Now Varnsevich sets the pick. Komalov. An offensive foul called on Toropov, getting in the lane. Just slides in a little too late on Bohacik. Nizhny finished second in the regular season behind Casa de Montzaragoza in Group D with 4 wins and 2 defeats. Ahead of Falco Sombote, who are 3-3, but they are perfect in the round of 16. Big possession here for Strasbourg. Well, tough shot. And good offensive rebound and put back by Yanis Moran. It's almost as if somebody told him at halftime, you better start picking up the pace or you're going to be on the bench. He's playing with a little bit more vim and vigor. A little bit more impetus. Now Genkiewicz. Lansdowne, or Jefferson, called for the hand on the back. Second team foul on Strasbourg. A little bit of a mismatch. Jefferson now the leading scorer in the game with 18 points. So Strasbourg do not want to lose him. And the pass, and this time intercepted. Here comes Colson. Hands it off, gets it back. Probes over to Bohacik. Now Wainwright, guarded by Komalov. Only down by 6 points. Ish Wainwright gets onto the baseline, and nobody there for the rebound. Except the white shirts. Varnsevich left open, and they dodged a bullet, SIG. So SIG Strasbourg outscoring Nizhny 12-6 in this third quarter, and it's pretty much down to Jefferson, who has been connecting from deep. He's 4 of 6 from three-point range now with the 18 points. Bohacik. Giannis Moran goes to work. Good footwork from the big fella, but the finish was not there against Vorcevic. Kankevich trying to back up Ish Wainwright, who knocked it away. Colson has it, open floor. And Jefferson doesn't put it up, holds it up, and now a foul called on Ostapkovich, just the second team foul on Nizhny. I'm sure the temptation was there to take it all the way to the hoop. Before the pass to Jefferson. So Ostapkovich, that was his first foul. Got Colson on the right. And if he's open, you better believe he'll be shooting it. Here's Jefferson again, this time off the front of the iron. And Mail, who's checked in, rebounds it. Here's Colson. He misses. And another offensive rebound by Udino now is checked in. And Strasbourg might want to try to get something going to the basket. Colson saved it in bounds. Good hustle, but Komalov steps up and takes away the pass from Jefferson. Shepard has checked into the game now for Nizhny. Mail almost coming up with a steal there. Hands are up. Shepard shaking and baking, gets his feet wet, puts it up, and Colson again, offensive rebound and run. Now passes outside. Jefferson for three. Good! And just like that, SIG Strasbourg have pulled it back to 63-60. And then also a foul, an off-the-ball foul has been called for the second time on the made three. This time Nizhny are not over the limit, so free throws are not coming, but it was called on Vorcevic, and suddenly Strasbourg are trailing by just 3 points, and they have possession. Boy, has this thing changed quickly. Mail inbounds it to Jefferson. He's got the hot hand. Good! He ties it up! Brandon Jefferson. And now the quick, great hands by Ish Wainwright yet again. And they just got so far ahead of themselves. Strasbourg, they had numbers on the break. And if they could have that back. Look at Wainwright, takes it away from Shepard, who has not been brilliant today. Now watch this. And that was Wainwright. Why didn't he go up on the strong side? He tried to go for the reverse. I guess he didn't have a clean possession. Look at that. SIG Strasbourg have outscored Nizhny 18-6 in this third quarter. And Zoran Lukic now fuming on the sidelines. Boy, you see the three-point shots for Strasbourg. Brandon Jefferson has picked the right game to get hot from deep for Strasbourg. He is 6 of 9, plus 20 efficiency. He's got 24 points. And just looking at the turnover situation and points off turnovers, Strasbourg now with 14 points off of the 11 turnovers by Nizhny, although Nizhny have 12 points off the 10 turnovers for Strasbourg, and this was one where they did not capitalize. Boy, Vorcevic did a great job playing defense there. And Wainwright can't believe they have not come away with points on this opportunity. Brandon Jefferson. Just double checking his season high. And meanwhile, Casey Shepard again, the double team comes. He's able to get rid of it. And fortunately, Stavkovic gets it on the baseline, and there for the follow was Varnsevich. And he was fouled, much more active. They called the foul on Udino. So Brandon Jefferson did have 31 points earlier this season in a game against Rytas Vilnius. So he's got a way to go before he gets that. Udino, meanwhile, commits the foul and goes out of the game. He's got 4 fouls. Inside, and they give away an easy one to Casey Shepard. So Nizhny go back in front. Now Mail. Could this be Bonzi Colson time? They've done a good job of not giving him too many open looks. Mail backs up on Komalov, and offensive foul called on Mail with his right elbow hooking. Watch this. Well, Mail's had a good season, but he's had a tough game today so far. Lansdowne also in the game, has yet to score. Both he and Mail zeros in terms of points today. And so they have to bring it on the defensive end. Komalov over to Varnsevich for 3, and just like that, Nizhny go back in front by 5 points. Great work by Strasbourg in this third quarter, but they pulled even, had a chance to take the lead, but now they're down by 5. Lansdowne, the handoff. Great play, Lansdowne to Cavalier. Well, Cavalier just does so well, perhaps underappreciated. Makes the good cut to the basket here. Great catch, and fouled by Gankevich, and has a chance for a 3-point play. That was Varnsevich. Hitting his third 3-pointer of the game. Oh boy, that was an ugly free throw attempt. Way too hard by Cavalier, who has 8 points. And putting a lot more pressure on the ball now, Strasbourg. Varnsevich, same spot. Different result this time. Mayo looks for a little bit of space, gets into the paint, back outside Colson. That's his spot on the floor, and he misses. Boy, he would have paid for that opportunity. He's hit so many from there this season. Casey Shepard slows it up. The high screen, he stays out. Varnsevich hands it off to Stavkovic. And Mail again called for the reach and the foul, so free throws coming. In fact, I think they might have called that on Ish Wainwright. Well, a key acquisition or a key signing during the season made by Nizhny to get Andrei Varnsevich with all of his experience, and they do in fact called the foul on Mail. Varnsevich today has 11 points. He's been tough from 3-point range, and here he is stretching the lead back to 4 points. And Varnsevich takes it up to a 5-point advantage. Stepan Gontar checks in, number 15 for Nizhny. Lansdowne catches into the corner. Bohacik drives, misses the tip. And another opportunity. Mail gets it over to Bohacik. Knifes his way into the lane. And Lansdowne catches, goes baseline, goes up strong, and gets his first 2 points of the game. Shepard, his progress impeded, and good anticipation by Lansdowne. The defense from Strasbourg has been wreaking havoc in this third quarter. And again, a drive, and Lansdowne for the second time in a row scores. Well, they made some good adjustments, this Strasbourg team, at halftime defensively. Petrasic. Komalov catches, dumps to Petrasic, and he scores! And, oh no, Gontar, excuse me. So he has a chance for a three-point play. What a terrific finish. Stephen Gontar, just 18 years of age. 2.0 meters in height. That's 6 feet 10 inches. And played sparingly this season. Only a couple of other appearances. And in fact, that was his first points of the season. What a time to score them. And what an opportunity at his age to be playing in a game like this. Short, and the ball goes out of bounds. I mean, 18 years of age, imagine, that's high school. He's playing with grown men in the Basketball Champions League. What a wonderful, you know, so many great young players have had opportunities in the Basketball Champions League and has really made a difference, really, in their careers. I've seen some big time performances, confidence growth. Here's Lansdowne again, whips it to Jefferson on the right corner, right at the end of the quarter. And that's how it finishes. So 72-69, Nizhny Novgorod leading SIG Strasbourg at the end of 3. So much better for Strasbourg in that quarter. As you look at the numbers now, 2 more threes than Nizhny. And here's a look back at some of the big plays in the third quarter when SIG Strasbourg jumped on the back of Brandon Jefferson and got right back into the contest. Jefferson leading the way with 24 points. Another of his threes. He's got 6. His season high is 31 points. He's got 24 right now. Interestingly, they seem to come to grips with Gankevich in that third quarter. And that was Jefferson yet again hitting another 3. But that was a great defense by Varntsevich, who's been tough with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and that big block. And Casey Shepard also now with 8 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. But Varntsevich seems to hit some timely threes. Well, Ike were hoping that they would snap their 2-game losing streak, but they're trailing after 3 quarters at Turk Telecom 55-46. So the prospect is very real that you could have 3 2-3 teams in Group K. Fourth quarter action underway, and Strasbourg, who trailed by double digits at halftime, have battled back and This time Bohacik misses. Wainwright tried for the putback dunk, but Gankevich has been called for a foul. Going for the rebound. Yeah, he kind of backed up Cavalier. Jefferson to Cavalier. Oh, and he missed the layup. Great opportunity spurned yet again by Strasbourg to pull to within 1. Now Shepard. Is this the time when we're going to see another jump shot for Nizhny? Kind of went quiet in that third quarter. Cavalier upset with himself for missing the layup, and now he commits the foul. Well, that's one of the keys in any sport is to immediately forget disappointment and play. And you can see that Cavalier a little bit annoyed with himself. Shepard looks for the inbounds pass. And does get it to Gankevich, who immediately gets into the paint. He gets it over to Stapkovich in the right corner. Good! And he doubles the advantage now to 6 points. Stapkovich with 10 points in the game. Lansdowne, who had a couple of buckets in that quarter, that last quarter, he drives and he draws the foul. He's such a crucial part for Strasbourg, and they needed his scoring. They need him to be strong with the ball, and he has been. And this is where really he's effective. But boy, Stapkovich just underrated. I mean, he's got 10 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. And Strebkov now comes back into the game. Bonzi Colson also comes back in for Yanis Moran. And Lansdowne does not capitalize on the free throw opportunity. Bohacik goes out. Strebkov has checked in as well for Gerasimov. Gankevich hands it off to Shepard. Now he gets it back. Oh boy. I said they'd gotten to grips with him. Well, now what is he doing? He's hitting those short little mid-range jump shots. And Shepard comes up and forces the turnover. And it looks like Jefferson might have jammed a thumb or a finger. So Mail is going to have to come back into the game. Oh boy, that's painful. And that is not what Strasbourg need right now, losing their best scorer, but he goes to the bench. Mail has to step up and make some plays now. Toropov back in the game for Nizhny. Comes in for Gankevich. Strasbourg battled all the way back to tie it, but now they're down 6. And Shepard, oh no, a charge has been called, so Mail got there in time. Shepard gambling, and they don't stop though. Lansdowne, who flies in once again, lays it off the glass and cuts it back to a 4-point deficit. Toropov to a wide open, and Stapkovich, no, they run at him, then he gets it back to Toropov. Oh boy, beautiful teamwork, passing, little 1-2. Very intelligent play by Stapkovich. Well, Colson seems almost anonymous in this game. Now they pass it. Yanis Moran turns, goes in. Oh boy, the finish was not there for Yanis Moran. And Lansdowne fouls. Toropov reaching around from behind. That is the second team foul. Probably not a bad gamble there with Just fouls to give. And Wainwright comes back in, so he's going to log some big minutes here. How long will Jefferson stay out of the game? That is the big question. Remember, he's got the 24 points for Strasbourg. Oh, Komalov left open. Oh, and they dodged the bullet. He is lethal from three-point range. So a break for Strasbourg. Mail open for three. How about that? Well, if he's going to hit those shots, well, Jefferson may as well just keep his seat. You do love the Frenchman, Mail and Cavalier, coming off the bench for this Strasbourg team. They certainly have some grit about them. Remember, Mail also did a great job defensively, stepping in front of Shepard to draw the charge. Komalov gets to the baseline, steps back, and again, the rim gets no love from the rim, but the ball falls to Vorncevic. Now Shepard, and almost turns it over very cleverly, throws it off of Moran, and it goes out of bounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, the Houston native, a long way from home, playing the game that he loves. And that was the Mail three-pointer that cut the deficit to 3. Another long jump shot for Statkovic. Wow, has he been big? Or excuse me, that was Vorncevic. He's been big as well. Now Colson spins, turns, scores. Just 3 points in it right now, 6 minutes remaining. It was the defense of Strasbourg that got him back in the game in the third quarter. Shepard, though, left open, and they are riding their luck right now because they're giving away some easy ones, and Lansdowne beats the Nizhny defense. And boy, he has been a major spark for this SIG team. Good spot by Moran, passing ahead to Lansdowne, who has been so aggressive going to the basket, who cuts it back to 1. Lansdowne now with 10 points and 5 assists, 3 rebounds. But I have to say, they have been riding their luck a little bit, Strasbourg, because this Nizhny team doesn't usually miss a lot of open threes, and they have missed a couple. Shepard just missed 1. And by the way, the shot by Vorncevic from the left corner was actually a 2, not a 3. But Vorncevic has 15 points. So he now leads Nizhny in scoring. Gankevich has 13. And Toropov has 11. Strebkov still with 3 fouls, and Toropov with 3 fouls. Gankevich with 3 fouls. Gankevich remains on the bench. Vorncevic catches, puts it up on the baseline, and boy, another bullet dodged as Toropov. It looked like the ball might have slipped out of his hands as he went up for the putback. Lansdowne, now to Colson. Over to Lansdowne, this time for 3, and a little long. Colson rebounds it, tries to throw it off the defender. It falls to Yanis Moran. And Mail tries to make a ill-advised pass to Colson. Komalov knocks it out of bounds with 8 on the shot clock. Mail, meanwhile, has 4 fouls. And Ike Udino 4 fouls, while Cavalier has 3 fouls. So another timeout on the court with 5:06 remaining. So that's Warren Savage's numbers, 15 points. And it is crunch time right now. Nizhny with a 1-point lead. Oh, little wraparound pass that falls to them nicely. And oh, it's Wainwright! Makes a very difficult situation better for SIG. It's a 3, a long 3, a full 2 meters behind the arc. And Strasbourg now lead it by 2 points. 4:40 remaining. Shepard dribbling up high, guarded by Mail, who has the 4 fouls. Bounce pass to Todopov, and he just loses it out of bounds. Todopov kind of fumbled the ball on his putback attempt, and now he's lost it out of bounds. And boy, Lady Luck has smiled on SIG Strasbourg on this play, particularly. Look at that. He was trying to get it to Moran, who doesn't catch it, but the ball goes to Ish Wainwright, who hit the 3-pointer. Yankiewicz guarding Moran. Moran from the line! Well, not sure that was the first choice, but he took the open shot and made it. Now Warren Savage hands it off to Strebkov. Suddenly Nizhny down by 4 points. Strebkov on the baseline, it rattles out. Suddenly there's a lid on the basket. It seems like a lid on the basket for Nizhny Novgorod. And Casey Shepard reaches in and commits the foul on Lansdowne, who's been outstanding. Nizhny have led by 15 points in this game, but it's all SIG right now. They have owned the second half. They're outscored 33-21 in the second quarter, but they have been by far the better team in the second half. Lansdowne again, and the 3-pointer is good right in front of Zoran Lukic. And this is Strasbourg's biggest lead of the game now, 7 points. Remember, Strasbourg fighting for their lives, trying to get to the Basketball Champions League Final 8, which is where Nizhny Novgorod already are. They've already booked their place with 4 wins in as many games in the round of 16. Ish Wainwright steps in front of the dribbler and picks up the foul. This was Lansdowne. I mean, he has owned the second half. Whether it's been driving to the basket or hitting 3-point shots. And remember, Jefferson left the game with an apparent finger injury, like a jammed finger. And they have not missed a beat with him out of the game because Lansdowne and Mail have played so well. Gankevich doesn't look for the shot. He hands it off to Casey Shepard, drives in, puts it up at the stripe, no good. And Vornsevich tries to get the rebound, gets there a little late with 3:11 remaining. And it's all going horribly wrong now for Nizhny. Their fans hoping they would remain unbeaten in the round of 16. But the sense of urgency is clearly there for SIG Strasbourg in this second half. They have played much better. They won against Ike last week to stay alive. Now they're on top of Nizhny with less than 3 minutes remaining. Mayo. Back outside, Bonzi Colson left open. It's long, but Moran with the rebound and a new 14 on the shot clock. Mayo left open, so he puts it up. And this time it's Stapkovich with the rebound. And then Vornsevich can't catch it, and Moran has it. And they get a new 24-second shot clock. Well, this could not have worked out any better for Strasbourg. And tough pass called by Wainwright. Outside, they swing it over to Colson. Good! Banzai for Bonzi Colson. Their biggest lead of the game now, 10 points. Stapkovich for three, good! And that's exactly what they needed. They can't trade baskets, so they've got to get stops. Bonzi Colson, and he was fouled by Gankevich. So foul number 4 on Gankevich. Did not want to give away the layup. But he has put him on the free throw line. So Bonzi Colson and Strasbourg in a dream situation. Gankevich with 4 fouls. And also Turk Telecom not doing SIG Strasbourg a favor tonight. They're winning over Ike 72-59. Remember, Nizhny have already clinched one of the 2 spots for the Final 8. And SIG Strasbourg trying to get their second win. Remember, if they win this game and Turk Telecom win it, there will be 3 teams with 2 and 3 records going into the last week. And Colson makes both free throws. It's now a 9-point lead. Now the clock is the enemy for Nizhny. Can they get an open look? The pass outside to Shepard. They get it to Strebkov. He runs off the 3-point line. Bounce pass! And Gankevich throws it down with 2 hands. And then Mayo fouled in the backcourt by Strebkov. So he has free throws coming with 1.5 minutes remaining. Still time. And take nothing for granted if you're a SIG Strasbourg fan. There is still basketball to be played. And this Nizhny team does not disappear. They will hang around. Lassie Tuovi. Look at Gankevich's numbers, 15 points. Well, every free throw is big at this time of the game, and Mayo gets the first one. You really do have to appreciate the grit that he plays with. And he gets both to go. He really is tough-nosed, Mayo. It's not always pretty, but it is darn effective. 9 points the difference. And reaching in, forcing the turnover away from Vornsevich. And here's Mayo again. He drives in, and he is fouled by Vornsevich. So Mayo will go back to the free throw line. Look at Lansdowne helping up his teammate. And again, talk about the guts, the grit of Mail. And Vorncevic, meanwhile, has committed the foul, and that is his third personal. So he goes out, and Mail makes his third consecutive free throw. And I guess Zoran Lukic, if they do not win this game, come back and win it, he'll be able to use this as a lesson to say, hey, listen, guys, don't believe the hype. We got to come and play 40 minutes every game, or we're not going to win. Turk Telekom now leading at 72-60 over Ike. 72-61. An 11-point lead for Strasbourg here over Nizhny Novgorod. So I'm going to pipe down and we can listen to the referees here as they go over to review something.
Basket, check how is the throw in and going.
Ждем всех на матче, чтобы поддерживать любимую команду, как это сделаем прямо сейчас. Давайте все вместе. Нижний! Нижний! Нижний!
Actually, thank you very much. It's okay, yeah? Yeah? Yeah. So, thank you.
Поддержку, поддержку, поддержку на корме!
Okay, so I'm not sure if that was a timing issue, if they wanted to see who the foul was on, but anyway. 1:12 remaining. Gankevich gets in the paint, and two shots coming for Gankevich. As a team, Nizhny are 12 of 16 at the free throw line today. Gankevich is 1 of 3. And now make that 1 of 4. Wow, he misses both free throws, and Bonzi Colson rebounds the second miss. And SIG Strasbourg more than happy to take as much time off the clock as they can. Well, this is, you can only say the last 2 games in the Basketball Champions League have been huge performances by SIG Strasbourg. Even in the difficult moments tonight, trailing in the first half, everything was going wrong, down by 15 points. They never gave up. They regrouped at halftime. They came out and have stayed in the hunt. So had Strasbourg lost this game tonight, they would have been eliminated. If Ike had won against Turk Telekom. But the reality is, it looks like we're going to have, in Group K, Nizhny are going to be 4-1 up at the top. If Ike go on and lose their game at Turk Telecom, they will fall to 2-3. Turk Telecom will improve to 2-3, and SIG Strasbourg will be 2-3 heading into next week's game against Turk Telecom. Just double checking the head-to-head for Ike and Turk Telecom as well, because that could be crucial with goal differential, potentially deciding things. So 10 points, the difference. Jefferson comes back in. He was the star man in that first half and really kept his team in the game tonight. Now he's back in, and it is time to celebrate for Strasbourg, as they have come on the road in very difficult circumstances, and they just dribble out the clock all the way as far as they could. So just a couple of seconds left. Zoran Lukic goes over and congratulates Lassi Tuovi. What a game, folks. So Turk Telecom winning and SIG Strasbourg winning as well. 97-87 SIG Strasbourg win over Nizhny Novgorod. So, folks, what a performance. And as we look at the players celebrating here, SIG Strasbourg, they know they've got a real shot of moving on to the final 8 now. And, well, it'll soften the blow of the defeat for Nizhny, because they know they've already punched their ticket to the final 8. But what's crucial in that other game is Ike trying to manage the points differential. They won the first game against Turk Telecom by 9, and right now they trail by 9. And, you know, as you get to potential goal differential, that is potentially going to impact things. So here, SIG Strasbourg say thank you to the Nizhny Novgorod fans. They're just glad that they're able to play in front of some fans. Look at this. This is a happy unit tonight. They're going to enjoy their trip back to France. All you can say is a brilliant performance from Jefferson and Lansdowne, all for Strasbourg. 12 of 24 from deep, 24 of 48 inside the arc. That, you know, defense really won them the game tonight in that second half, and you can see they had 5 more steals. That was a big part of it. Jefferson 24, Colson 17, Wainwright 14. But really an all-round team effort. Here's a look back at some of the plays from an exciting game here in Nizhny Novgorod, Russia, where SIG Strasbourg have won it to stay in the hunt for a spot in the final 8. Their game next week, that is going to be a humdinger, taking on Turk Telecom. Here they are. Just their execution was so much better, and also crashing the boards much better in the second half. Just an all-round gritty effort from this SIG Strasbourg team in the second half tonight. So that shot was good. I'm not sure, but I think Ike could end up getting eliminated tonight. There you see Stapkovich hitting it from deep. He was good for a lot of the game. So I think Ike would lose the head-to-head tiebreaker on goal differential against both Turk Telekom and SIG Strasbourg. So they are desperately trying to get closer at the end of the game here. But anyway, we're just looking at the highlights here in the second half. That was a fortuitous bounce. And then DeAndre Lansdowne striking from downtown. Hankevich, don't forget, he played a really good game, solid game, but it was all said and done. SIG Strasbourg prevailed, and now they've got a real shot of joining Nizhny Novgorod at the Final 8. And we'll look at the standings as they are. Nizhny up at the top now, SIG 2 and 3, Ike at 2 and 2, and Turk Telekom at 1 and 3. But remember, Turk Telekom are going to most likely improve to 2 and 3, and Ike are going to drop to 2 and 3. Great game. Thanks for watching.
Vamos! Vamos!